Good morning and welcome to Smell the Coffee on this amazing Tuesday morning. I don't know if it's getting chillier or what is going on. This weather is giving bipolar. Last week it was very cold. Then yesterday wasn't as cold, but then last night was on another level.
But today is also not that cold.
It's not that cold?
No, today is fine.
Yeah, if you can say that, then it's definitely not that cold. If you are saying that,
it's fine. But yeah. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, sweetie pie.
Well, in some great news, the winner of Miss Namibia 2025 and moving forward will be receiving a house.
Yes.
That's amazing. Boo, 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 boo.
Yeah, no, this is definitely...
You know what I was thinking? Why am I this old? Why did I not participate in this competition this year?
Exactly, you could have gotten a house.
Could have gotten a house, could have gotten a car.
A car,
when
diamonds.
we were participating, and none of these things were existing. Yeah.
But I'm glad that they're changing they're raising the stakes now. Because now it's like, okay, at least there is something to it. Because before it was like, why spend all this money?
Why
and then you walk away, all this effort, and then you walk away
energy,
with, you know, with just a crown. What am I going to do with the crown and the sash?
And clout. But you
clout.
have clout, Moss.
You have
can
clout.
do a lot with clout.
You can do a lot with clout, but at the end of the day, clout doesn't necessarily pay the bills.
But clout can get you people who to pay the bills.
It can, but not everybody has the strategy to turn that clout into dollars.
Yes.
Now, today, I want to talk about something that I saw on Instagram that messed with my mind. It's the Converse Cubverse iconic sneaker. That's it right there.
Oh, hell no.
The Converse becomes the Cubverse iconic sneaker reimagined as a cube. Like a glitch in the Matrix, where objects fail to render with proper topology, the Cubverse brings video game aesthetics into the physical world, transforming the familiar shoe into a surreal monolith. More than just an object, it's conceived as a wearable cultural totem, a piece of design that challenges our perception of everyday items, crafted from cotton with a flexible resin 3D printed sole.
Absolutely not. But he looks cool though. That's cool. It looks cool, but not for me. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Next, because they just look so uncomfortable
and they look
chunky
big
and big
and heavy
like it's giving Bigfoot where it just
absolutely
like
absolutely not.
This is one of those things where it's like, oh, fashion, but what? There's actually a video of a guy wearing the shoes, because I wanted to see, like, are people actually walking in these shoes? So yeah, people are actually walking in these shoes.
People are actually doing too much.
I feel like right now, fashion designers and artists just do whatever.
Yes, and people will jump on it because
eat it up
because it's cool.
Because it's cool.
Yeah.
It's like I can literally just go and throw paint on a board, and it's like my frustration. Everyone's like, "Oh, you can really see the rage in this piece of art," and I'm just looking at y'all like,
"Nah,
right?
Nah.
You can see the rage." Sure, of course. But hey, let us know, would you wear this iconic Cubverse? Would you just get it as a collector's item? I think I would get it as a collector's item.
For what?
Just to keep it there.
For what? And
Just
then when you have it?
Yeah, because there are people that just collect shoes. Boss.
But like, why?
They just collect shoes,
You are not gonna use it. You're not gonna give it to anyone. Why do you have it? You just have money
I just have money.
Yeah,
I just have money. I just have money to spend. Even remember those Croc boots and whatnot? I think I would get shoes as collector's items, not to actually wear, just to display. Have like a little shoe museum in my house.
Absolutely not. No, thank you. I'm not spending money on things that I don't need.
That you are never going to wear and not going to use.
So what? If I want to see it, I can go to the shop and see it in the shop.
But it's a limited edition.
Girl, bye.
It's a limited edition. I think I'm one of those people. They will get me by saying limited edition. I'll be like, but it's a limited edition. And you'll be like, Dana, you're never going to wear this. And I'll be like, But it's a limited
You can always
edition.
Google this limited edition if you want to see it
But
again.
like Googling it and like owning it.
No.
It's
No.
not the same.
No.
It doesn't hit maybe that's why I haven't gotten $1
It's
million.
the same.
Maybe
I
that's
think
why
your
God hasn't given
idea-
me $1 million because he's like you, ne?
You spend money on nonsense. But it's the same. You have it as a collector's item, so you want to see it because it's a limited edition every day. Why don't you just Google it and see it? You do not need to spend money.
Do you know I have shoes that I haven't worn that I bought like 2 years ago, and they're still in the box, and I'm just like, I will find the perfect occasion. I will find the perfect
And
occasion.
to this day, you've
to
never.
this day, I haven't found the perfect because they are such nice shoes, and I'm just like, I will wear them one day. So now there's 3 pairs of shoes, 3 pairs of sneakers that are just there in their boxes, and my mom was like, so why did you buy them? Like, I'm gonna wear them eventually, but the thing with shoes is, especially sneakers, once you start wearing them, it's done. Because now those become sort of like your everyday shoes, so you're just wearing them everywhere, and they wear out faster. But nevertheless, like I said, let us know, would you wear these iconic Converse covers sneakers, or is it a hard pass like Ina? Stick around, we'll be right back with our top stories right after this.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Getting into our top stories, from I do to I do. Ghosting a pair of lovebirds on their big day, especially after confirming your attendance, could cost you more than a friendship, one absentee invitee found out the hard way. The Fairweather Pal ignited a debate over the practice of charging for no-shows the same way popular restaurants do, after recently ranting on Reddit. So the bride asked for RSVPs to get a head count for everybody and determine how many plates of food she's ordering, the offender explained. I tell her my boyfriend, my mom and I will be able to attend, the complainer copped. Come wedding day, my boyfriend isn't able to make it due to work scheduling issues, and my mom was too sick to make it. The day of cancellations had the gal all dressed in white, seeing red. The bride gets upset, saying she spent $50 per plate and she can't believe they're not coming when we RSVP'd, continued the Redditor. She told me she's tempted to ask them to pay $50 each for not coming. I was like, what the hell? Nobody knew you were spending per plate, added the fault finder. They weren't the only ones to miss her wedding either, so maybe she was mad she lost out on the money. On the other hand, throwing one's cash in the trash due to wedding day dropouts is a reasonable reason to rage. Sweethearts tying the knot spend an average of $26,665 on their nuptials, with post-ceremonial food and drinks costing around $5,480. While some try to circumvent the expense by charging an admissions fee at the wedding chapel's doorstep, others have offered tiered menus to their guests, exclusively presenting prime chops and top-shelf booze to wealthier folks, while serving subpar sustenance to the less fortunate in the crowd. But the outraged Reddit user felt the bride's repayment request was way déclassé. She sounded so tacky, said the grumbler. For reference, this was an out-of-town wedding in Minnesota where we all had to fly in. It cost a lot to even make her wedding. While her frustrations may be valid, commenters were mostly on the bride's side, saying if you RSVP to a wedding, it's only right that you show up.
I think so too. I would be mad if anyone didn't come to my wedding while they RSVP'd. Why do you RSVP and scheduling is not an excuse. The wedding you were informed, let's
Months
say months
in advance. You got the
right?
save the date.
Yes.
Then you got the invitation.
Then you got the date.
Then you got the date. Like scheduling issues is, I understand falling sick. Yeah. But then what do you mean that one had a scheduling issue and my boyfriend was sick and whatnot? I honestly feel people should be held accountable. Let them pay back the money.
Yes.
Let them pay back the money.
You
must put on the invite.
To my wedding,
yes,
because
you must put on the invite. If you RSVP, yes, and you don't show up, you will be liable to pay a fee of.
I think also as couples or brides that are getting married, I think you must also give people an equal opportunity to cancel once they have RSVP'd, like say...
Like last chance.
Like, yeah, last chance to reconfirm, are you coming? Now is your chance to cancel if you're not going to make it.
But you see, the problem
that will only make sense.
The problem is most vendors, you understand, like the venue.
Yes, they want...
They want the number. So they can't... You can't change the number. I guess you can, maybe last minute, but I think
no, but you must also just communicate with the vendors to say that, hey, you know, I'm expecting 300 people, but I've also told them that if anything, they must cancel before this date and date. You must collaborate, yeah. So I'll give you the final number of the people who are coming
this date.
By this date.
But you know how people are. They will still tell you, yes, I'm coming. And then on the day of, they just drop you.
This is why I appreciate Awambo weddings, because some of the people can just go and stand in the corridors of the house.
To make it look full.
Not to make it look full, like if you can't go in the tent.
Then you just go in the corridors.
Yeah, then you just go find a spot, go in someone's tent, be in the corridor.
Just
like,
find space.
Just find space somewhere, go under a tree.
I saw a post that said, if you don't RSVP to my wedding, be sure to bring a chair and a sandwich.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're not...
Because we didn't make provision
for you.
You will not eat.
You will not eat. If I have invited you to other things like a birthday party and you don't show up, best believe you're not invited to my wedding.
Exactly. I'm also that type. If I invite you to my birthday or whatever event I invite you, you don't show up, you don't excuse yourself, never again.
Never again. Never again.
It's just the way it is, unfortunately. And let's move over to our next story. The internet has been buzzing with a sensational claim. The sleeping prince of Saudi Arabia has woken up after spending 2 decades in a coma. Social media posts and viral videos have reignited public curiosity over a decades-old case involving a member of the Saudi Arabia royal family who reportedly fell into a coma following a tragic accident. Now, these speculations are not true. Yes, so he did not wake up. People are saying that it's just old videos that people are circulating, and you know.
You said he's been in a coma for 2 decades.
Yes, like 20 years.
I think there comes a point where you have to pull the plug.
No,
I think
that's your problem. You are too quick to give up.
After 2 decades, no, Tommy.
You must take it to 4 decades.
4 decades.
Yes.
Okay, but then again, he is a prince, so they have money to keep the machines going. So who knows, a miracle could happen. But imagine waking up after 20 years. Everything around you has changed.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
So the story is that there is no medical evidence that the sleeping prince has woken up.
It's the same with Michael Schumacher. I mean, we've been hearing rumors of, oh, he's woken up, oh, he's what. But we haven't really seen him or, you know, witnessed him out and about doing the things that he
I think
loves.
it's a beautiful story of hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to be hopeful.
You have to be hopeful.
Until you can't hope anymore. But nonetheless, we are moving over to our interview segment. This is Jeanette, who is now the first runner-up of the Miss Petite Global Namibia pageant. She'll be representing Namibia on an international scale.
I'm joined by the beautiful Jeanette Kaindume. She is not only a beauty pageant queen, she is also a business owner, and she's here to show us how it's done. Good morning and welcome to Smell the Coffee.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm great, and you are looking so lovely. I love this look. I mean, of course you're a beauty pageant queen, you have to come and you have to represent. So I have to start out by saying congratulations. You know, what inspired you to enter Miss Petite Global Namibia, and how does it feel to be first runner-up? I know on your, is it called a satchel?
It is a satchel.
It says a second runner-up, but there's a whole story why she is first runner-up.
Okay, so firstly, thank you so much for having me, and now we can start officially with why I joined Miss Petite Global. For me, it was such a beautiful platform where I can showcase what I'm so passionate about, and it is women in STEM. And it's also a platform where I can show that petite women are more than just being petite, right? And the reason why I am now officially the first runner-up of Miss Petite Global is because our reigning queen stepped down from the title, and it allowed me to be the first runner-up now.
Wow. And you stepped up to the plate. That's also
Yes.
another aspect that, you know, you need to look at it. It's not like it's just something that you also stepped up to the plate. And that's actually very beautiful to see. What were some of the most challenging and, you know, rewarding aspect of the competition?
Ooh, the most challenging for me was really understanding why I want to be in such a space, you know, because it's so easy for you to break down and ask yourself if you are really able to be having such a big title, because being a Miss Petite, first runner-up queen or anything like that is something that comes with a lot of, I'll say, work that you have to put in as well. So I took that and I ran with it, and I was like, you know what, I feel like this is what God called me to do, because it is such an important platform where kids and young girls look up to me and they are so inspired by what I do. So with the challenges that it came with, it was also just rewarding because I got first runner-up.
I know.
I got first runner-up, and this platform has really allowed me to showcase what I'm truly made of, and it's so beautiful, and I love that for myself.
I love that for you too. Now, pageants often emphasize that people are more than just beauty. What causes or values are you most passionate about?
For me, it's really resilience, because it takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength to continue being in such a space where you are always, you know, there's a lot of people talking, either you're not good enough, or they're like, why is she even doing this? Does she really have a purpose, you know? But it's so important for you to know exactly why you started this journey. Is it for you, or is it for young girls that are looking up to you? It's very, very important. That's why, it's so important to be resilient.
I love the way you carry yourself.
Thank you.
You're so graceful. You're so rooted in yourself. You have a confidence, but a quiet confidence. It's not cocky. It's just, I know who I am and I've arrived. How do you stay confident and so grounded?
For me, when it comes to confidence, I'm so happy to have a support system that really pushes me to becoming the best version of myself. So if it wasn't for them, I really don't know how I would be so confident as you say. But they really help me, because they are always like, you know, Jeanette, you are doing so good, you know? So when it kind of gets in your head that, yeah, you know,
Yeah,
I'm doing good, you know, I'm a boss babe, you know.
I got this. I love that.
Yes.
You wear many hats. You're not only just, you know, somebody in pageantry and not only just a first runner-up. She's also has her own business. She's a business owner. You have a beauty business. Could you tell me and the viewers what that business is? What's the name? What inspired you to start? And what services or products do you offer?
Okay, so it's called Jen Studio. So this is a studio where I really make women feel empowered, you know, because when you're beautiful, you're confident. and I do their hair and makeup. And as soon as they step out of my studio, the confidence is booming. Like, you can just feel it from a mile away.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I definitely know that feeling. Because I think sometimes you'll be like busy, you're running around, you're just trying to get things done, and then you have like your makeup appointment. I usually put my makeup appointment as the last thing to do.
Yes.
Because then it calms me down, and then just after that I'll feel like, $1,000,000. So I definitely understand the feeling that you get from seeing other women experience that. Getting into my next question, how do you balance the role of, you know, being first runner-up and then also running your business? I know it's challenging, but obviously here you are and you're doing it. How do you find that balance?
So I'm also a student, so it's quite, you have to stay grounded and very disciplined in the things that you do. So for me, I always schedule out what I'm expected to do in the next week, for example. Schedule it out, write down, okay, this time I'm supposed to be here, this time I have a class here. So if you're not disciplined, it's easy for you to be like, you know what, I'm not gonna attend this class, and then you fall back, you know. But then it's very important to be very disciplined, because if you can't be disciplined, you won't be able to achieve what you want to achieve.
I love that. If you can't be disciplined, you won't be able to achieve what you want to achieve. You guys got that, right? What advice do you have for young girls, especially who wants to, you know, be in the industry, in the beauty pageant industry, and also just in the beauty industry? What advice do you have for them?
For me is, do not chase the crown, but know exactly why you're starting such an industry. Because if you're chasing the crown, it's easy for you to, you know, break down, because there's a lot of people saying this, saying that. But if you really have a passion about something, either mental health or any awareness that you wanna make aware, then you have to be very passionate that nothing can break me down in this industry, because it's such, some would say, kind of a toxic industry if you are not grounded, you know.
Very true, very true. I've had horror stories from friends in the industry, and if you don't have a good support system, like you mentioned, and you're just not rooted in yourself, you can easily get lost.
Yes.
Speaking of you being a businesswoman and a beauty pageant queen, what impact do you plan to have on your community?
Yes, for me, as I said earlier, that I advocate for young girls in STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But also I want to reach out and really advocate for girls in male-dominated fields, not just STEM fields, because I'm seeing a lot of girls that really want to be a force in their fields, but they can't because it's just men everywhere, you know.
Yeah, I totally understand. And also understanding that the feminine energy, not only just the feminine energy can be a leader, and she can rule also in her way of leading. That she doesn't need to imitate a man's way of how they run or how they deal with problems and so forth, and how they are leaders. She can stand in herself and who she is as a woman. I love that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, because it's just male energy everywhere, and I think we need to change it up a bit.
We definitely do need to change it up, and we are.
We are literally seeing this.
I mean, Namibia is doing
very well. I'm so proud.
On that front, we do have our first female president. I mean, 2025 is definitely the year for women. So before I let you know, what's your next upcoming projects that you can share with us, if you are able to share with us, and what can we look forward to when it comes to you?
So firstly, I would like to say with my studio, I would like to open up a new branch in Hawfish Bay as well. So it is going to be such an exciting experience, because it's like, oh my goodness, I'm doing this. This is me. I can't wait. And then I really want to step up on this platform and really use it to my advantage. I want to reach out to schools and I wanna kind of change their approach in their curriculum so that we can, so that we can bring in subjects such as computer science, because a lot of schools do not have a lot of those subjects. So I would want to do that, and also want to visit a lot of, organizations that will allow me to be able to do these changes. Yes.
And like I said, I think I love everything you do, because I've been like, I just love what you stand for and the kind of work that you're doing. And please keep on doing what you're doing. I did say before I let you go, but actually now before I let you go, just let the viewers know where they can contact you, how they can reach out to you.
Okay, so on Instagram you can find me on Jen Beauty, and my main account is Jen_03.
All right, you heard it from her. We will be right back with more Smell the Coffee.
Thank you.
And that's all the time we have for you today. See you again tomorrow.